Hey there, weight loss friends. This is Rachel on my way down. And I think I have about 15 minutes before soccer practice ends. And we have to make it over to football practice. And I thought I would just check in and be accountable. And so I don't really know what kind of week to say this is because I haven't really named it. So I just decided a while ago I was going to call this regaining control, because that's what I'm trying to do. Take control of the regain and take control of my life that has been taken by food. So the stats are high weight, 363 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall. That was still morbid obesity. Surgery weight was 325. Still morbid obesity. That was July of 2017. July of 2018, 174 pounds. Which was a BMI of 24. Barely got me in the range, but anyways. Then regain, here we are. We are more than 6 years post VSG, and in June of 2023, my regain weight was 325 pounds. And today, on September the 14th, 2023, I weigh 278 pounds. And so I think I lost a couple pounds in the since I talked to y'all about a week ago. But it's been a really tough week for me, just emotionally and with a lot of temptations. I set myself up for failure because we were really busy last weekend. We didn't do any grocery shopping. I didn't do any meal prep, and I've paid for it. And it was just not the right week for me to set myself up for failure. Every single night we've had football, we've had soccer, we've had play practice, we've had something going on, and we live in serious football country, and so it's practice from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, even though they're in Little League, and we live more than 30 minutes away, so pretty long nights. And I was hopeful that I would finish my work in time to go home and fix dinner, but that hasn't happened a single day. And so leaving the house by around 6:45 in the morning and not getting home until 9 o'clock at night on average. I should have been better prepared. It was tough. I started off the week at work on Monday, and it was one of my bosses, one of the administrators' 50th birthday, and so huge food celebration. I'll throw in some of the pictures there. So had to, abstain from all of that sugar, even though everyone else was participating. And I think more than the food is the social awkwardness that it creates. I just can't stand. And I'll talk more about that too. I have a little list. I'm looking at a few notes here. It was homecoming week at several of the schools I worked for, and so they were passing out bags of treats. So I'll show you what that looked like. Just having to smile and nod and be okay, I've been repeating that sugar when I see it in my head, pain and suffering, because that is what sugar leads to for me. Monday night, my friend passed away. She was only 39 years old, and she's been battling colon cancer for the last several years. And she's just such a warrior, and just in denial that it was ever going to take her. We became friends in kindergarten when we were 5 years old, and so 34 years later, we live here in the same community, and so it's just really hard because she's so young and she has 2 children. One's a senior in high school and he's a football player, and it's hard for me to process. We had her funeral today. And part of the social awkwardness was being around the family with a bunch of food, and that just being what you're supposed to do. And I just, I'm probably not the best person to deal with grief. I've worked in hospice and home health, so I've probably been to more funerals than anyone else my age. And so I have a little bit of a hard heart. And I just also, I was raised in a family that didn't cry. So I think I've mentioned before, I went years and years and years without crying, which I know probably isn't healthy. But it's just been something that I probably need to deal with, not suppressing emotions so much. But eating gives me something to do to try to distract from the feelings. I can recognize that. So that was really difficult for me. But to try to cheer myself up, I did make a list of NSV's, non-scale victories, that I've had since I've lost this 47 pounds. And I've been wearing jeans again. Now, they're not like my old skinny jeans by any means. They're just a pair of extra large stretch jeans. So extra large, I guess that means 16, 18 stretch jeans. I don't know. They're cheap. They're from Walmart. But something just to get me through for a couple times I needed to wear jeans without making a big investment. Crossing my legs. I caught myself crossing my legs today at the funeral comfortably. And I missed doing that. Just, it's just the feminine, ladylike thing to do when you're wearing a dress. This black dress, I was gonna wear it to a funeral back in May, and it was too tight, and so I felt good wearing this dress today. And also, I noticed in my job in the last week, since I do work in home health and I do work with children, I do a lot of teaching elderly or teaching children how to go up and down stairs, and so climb a lot of flights of stairs every day. And I was having a lot of knee pain, and I noticed just out of the blue, I was like, wow, I'm doing this all day long. I'm squatting down, I'm going up and down stairs, and I'm not having any knee pain. And so I was, back in summer school, when I was helping the kids in summer school, I was thinking, wow, I'm going to end up having to have knee surgery. This is crazy. This hurts so bad. But it has healed itself. Of course, haven't been in the top spirits this week, but overall, since June, I've noticed a tremendous improvement in my mood. And I've started just reading a really old book called The Sugar Blues. And then I listened to a podcast by a psychiatrist about how sugar can play an effect on mental health. And I never would have thought that sugar could cause depression or feeling down or whatever you want to call it. But I would believe it now. Another NSV is saving money on not eating out, going out to eat with my colleagues or ordering in, $5 or $10, several times a week, $30 to $50 a week really adds up. And so I feel less guilty spending money on healthier options. For example, last night after play practice, I ran into Sam's Club, and I really wanted to try the new pumpkin spice Premier Protein drinks. And I had some sticker shock because it was $28 for a 15 pack. And it wasn't that long ago. Like, I want to say not even a year ago, I was paying $15 for an 18 pack. So we're saying like they doubled in price. And this is at, like I said, big box store where you get good deals. But anyways, I thought, well, I've easily saved that much money in 1 week. And so I can justify getting something I really want. Like, like you can freeze it. You can do the icy kind of, like a cold ice cream kind of drink. You can do the hot pumpkin spice, like a coffee kind of drink. It feels like a real treat to have something like that. And like I said, I'm still using artificial sweeteners. And so I can't say when I will ever get off of those. It feels like never right now. And Richard reminds me I'd like to have a drink of this Diet Coke. So I wanted to share with y'all some short-term goals, long-term goals. Short-term goals, I hope to lose 15 more pounds, and I hope that happens by Halloween. Every year, Halloween's a big deal for my family, and we all dress up as a family costume, and it's a lot of fun. We go all out for it. And we usually only go to a few houses, like we just visit a few elderly people around our community that they don't get the normal trick-or-treaters, and we take them treats instead. And I'll usually buy my kids, like usually they want more costumes. Like they have a huge dress-up box, or they, want a gift card or something else. My oldest son, he's gotten into like Xbox kind of thing recently, so I'm sure that's what he'll want for for Halloween. But anyways, that's kind of how we celebrate. This year we're doing Wizard of Oz, and I was chosen to be Glinda the Good Witch. And the standard costume, I would call it a large. The sizing on it was, the standard one size fit all. In the comments, it kind of indicated it was like a size 12, 14, and that was $80. And I really loved the design of the costume and everything. It looked higher quality. It had the details I was looking for. Or for $150, you could buy the plus size costume with less detailing. The fabric didn't look as nice. And so I just decided to bet on myself that I could do this, and that by Halloween I would fit in that dress. Tried it on a couple weeks ago. It has a lot of glitter on it, so it was a glitter bomb disaster, but it was definitely too small, especially in the arms. And so anyways, I'm hoping that 15 more pounds will help tremendously, and that'll also be 100 pounds down from my highest weight ever of 363 pounds. And then looking ahead to the next holiday, by Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving, I'm hoping I can be down 22 pounds, not only because of the family gathering, but also because that's when the boys usually do their big football trip, and that's when they all usually want to go to Six Flags, and that would put me below the 256 pound roller coaster limit that they have posted on their guidelines for riding. So that's, of course, a goal. Long-term goals as far as my weight goes, I don't know if it's possible. It seems kind of impossible right now, and I'm not obsessing about it, and I'm not going to do anything crazy about it. I thought maybe we'd talk about that next time, about how I'm not doing anything crazy now, as part of my support group instructions. But I hope that I can weigh 199 pounds by my birthday on 2/4/24. It's my 40th birthday. And other long-term goal is I hope that from April to July, I can have a stable weight and that I can qualify for plastic surgery sometime in July. And we can talk more about that later too. But anyways, I have exactly used up my 15 minutes. And I appreciate y'all all being with me, and I'm going to keep trying to beat obesity into remission. I love you all. Bye.